26 left via Mike behind the Delta 8V20. United 227.
What's up?
Miami Grand, November 701, Delta Echo, ready to check?
November 701, Delta Echo, Miami Grand, I hear you, 555.
121307, American 379.
American 379, read that is correct. Push start your discretion, call me for taxi, expect 26 left.
Call for taxi, expect 26 left.
American 412, contact.
Hey, buddy, what's going on? How you doing?
Have a safe flight.
Over the tower, 198.3, American 412, thanks for helping. Yeah, good job.
So yeah, American 1531, you can monitor tower 18.3.
Monitor tower, 183, thanks for the service. We'll see you.
So yeah, Delta 5159, monitor tower 18.3.
118.3 for Delta 5159, thank you for service, bye-bye.
Yeah.
How you doing today, buddy?
Anyone else on the ground waiting for clearance?
November 701, Delta Echo, waiting for clearance.
Citation 1 Delta Echo, clear to Orlando, Chicago O'Hare, correction. Via the Headley to departure, then asphalt. Plan to maintain 5,000, expect flight level 410 as your final, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency
right.
132.25, squawk 1423.
Clear to O'Hare via the Headley 2 departure. Expect 5,000 after departure. Expect 41.
I'm trying to get some stuff set up here.
5 minutes after. Squawk 1423.
Citation 1 Delta Echo, if that is correct. Call for taxi, expect 26 right for departure. American 2536, Miami Gun, you up?
Yeah, we're with you, vacating runway 26 left at Zoo, heading to Delta 50.
American 2536, I need you to get off the runway, please. Get off the runway.
Yeah, we're trying. We just blew a tire.
Whew, that doesn't seem okay. You need any assistance?
No, we're fine. It's gonna take a second, and here we go. Now we're rolling.
Roger, we'll advise our company about that. American 2536,
Seem kinda snippy.
left on November, go to Delta Gate.
Left November to the Delta Gate. Thanks for the ATC. Have a good one.
Alright, what's the route?
Miami Grand, American 327, we forgot to say we were pushing service at our discretion.
American 3207, A firm, push start your discretion, call before taxi.
We'll come back to 327.
Miami Grand, American 2171.
That route doesn't look right.
2171, request IFR to Bogota.
American 2171 Heavy, Miami Ground. Good evening. Clear to Bogota via the Eon 2 departure, then asphalt. Climb to maintain 5,000, expect level 410. 10 minutes after departure.
Apparently there's a lot of people going to South America today.
Frequency is 132.25, squawk 1355.
Weather clear to Bogota by the Eon 2 departure, then south, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 410.
Sorry, give me a second. I'm still trying to get some stuff set up.
I believe you said 132.9 or 25, but it might have been 25, and we'll squawk 1355.
American 2131 Heavy. Departure frequency 3225, and the rest of the readback is correct. Push to start your discretion, expect 26 left.
3225, we'll expect 26 left.
It's our alternate. Oh, Nashville.
VNA.
VNA.
Kilo rate of taxi. American 915, runway 26 left, taxi via Mike. Miami altimeter 2986.
26 straight, or 26 left, Vatsim, American 990.
And United 227, I see you in the Conga line, monitor tower 18.3.
The Congo line.
Over tower for United 227.
The Congo line. That was great. Close up all the doors.
American 379, we just collided with American 327.
Ooh, American 309, I see that your company is not gonna like that. Are you okay to taxi?
Oops.
Fine, I guess.
He guess. Miami ground, Giant 3590 heavy, IFR to Atlanta, ready to copy, information kilo.
Giant 3590 heavy, Miami ground. Good evening, clear to Atlanta, Hersu via the Headley to departure, then assault. Climb maintain 5,000, expect flight level 300, 10 minute after departure. Departure frequency is 132.25, squawk 1453.
Okay, we're clear to Atlanta via the Headley to departure. It has 5, climb, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 300, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is going to be 32.25, squawking 1453, Giant 3590 heavy.
Giant 3590 heavy, big body disconnect, call for push, expect 27.
We'll call you for push, expecting 27, 3590 heavy. That was easy. I just got to program the rest of the route. Headley.
Grand American 327, ready for taxi 26 left.
American 3207, we got an emergency inbound, so 26 left will be closed for that traffic, and I'm going to take you to runway 27, taxi via November Whiskey Papa.
Excellent, American 327, taxi via November Whiskey Papa.
American 915 is low frequency, contact Miami Tower 18.3.
18.3, American 915
American 379, you're ready, taxi.
American 379, same goes to you, runway 27, taxi via November Whiskey, Papa.
Taxi via November Whiskey Papa 27, American 379.
We got everything set up. One, 4, 5, 3. And that doesn't work in this. What's the tower? 118.3. Okay, that works.
207, apologies, sir. The aircraft was just changed to runway 27. Make it right on November 6th and join Mike for runway 26 left.
Roger, November 6, Mike 226 left, and American 3207.
Apologies, and American 379 followed the company 8300, sir, you to runway 26 left.
Follow the 8300 to 26 left, American 379. Ground, good evening, sir. UPS 9955, get Whiskey 52, requesting clearance to Quito, please. Negative, sir, for Bogota.
UPS 95, I was going to ask about that. Yes, sir, clear to Bogota Airport via the radar vectors EONs, then asphalt, climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 36012. Correction, flight level 350, 17 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.25 and squawk 1462.
Please, sir, can you repeat the squawk for the UPS 9955, please?
261.
UPS 955, squawk code 1462.
Unfortunately, this plane I can't use some of my nifty stuff for. Alright, go ahead and turn on our beacon now.
Alright, sir, UPS 955, we are clear to Bogota, expect my file vectors to EONs. Ascending to start flight level 050, we expect for final level 350, departure frequency 132.25, we answer on squawk 1462 for the UPS 9955.
UPS 955, read that is correct. Call for taxi, expect 27 for departure. Correction, expect 26 left for departure.
Copy that, sir, we expect 426 left. Still possible runway 27, sir?
UPS 955, due to emergency, runway 27 will be closed, so expect 26 left for now.
Oh crap, we gotta change our departure.
26 left for the UPS 9955.
American 3207, thank you for your patience. Contact Miami Tower 119.3.
So we're gonna have to go 27 left now, I think.
American 379, monitor Tower 118.3. Have a safe flight.
Tower 118.3, good day.
And UPS 955, just coordinate with Tower, expect 27 for departure.
Ah,
Copy that, sir, thank you. We expect 427 for departure, UPS 9955. Miami Ground, good afternoon. American 2111 requests IFR to Myrtle Beach. We have 11.
American 2111, Miami Ground. Good evening. Clear to Myrtle
Why isn't
Beach
he up,
via the Headley to departure, then asphalt. Decline and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 350, 17 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.25, squawk 1322.
Clear to Myrtle Beach Airport, be the Headley to departure, then asphalt, climb 5,000 and 350. 10 minutes after, departure 132.25, squawk 1322. American 2111.
American 2111, big bite is correct. Push and start you.
why can't the APU stop?
Expect 26 left for departure.
Push and start discretion and we'll expect 26 left for departure. American 2111.
There it is, okay.
American 2161, request taxi 26 left.
American 2171 heavy, runway 26 left, taxi via Mike.
26 left via Mike, American 2171 heavy.
We can push and start now, I think, once we APU. Okay, it's available.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Oh, let's see on temp 2986.
American 2171, contact Miami Tower 18.3.
18.3, yeah.
Another initial aircraft, Miami ground will be stepping off for 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Thought I had a part set.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
So aircraft, Miami ground is back.
Keeping ground, Frontier 1278, clearance to Orlando, please.
First flight 278, Miami ground, good evening. Clear to Orlando National Airport via the Headley to departure within asphalt. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 230 as your final, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.25, squawk 1422.
Alright, clear Orlando, Headley 3, 5,000, 230 and 13225, squawk 1422, Frontier 1278.
Frontier flight 1278, read but is correct. Push start your discretion, expect 27 for departure.
Alright, we'll expect 27 push start hours, Frontier flight 1278, thanks.
Miami ground, UPS 955, ready for push and start.
UPS 955, push start your discretion, and only short of Sierra.
Operation complete. Jack.
Copy that, sir. We will call a short on Sierra, UPS 955.
Bye.
Good afternoon, Miami Ground American 765, this is Tobias flying to Jamaica.
Miami Ground, good evening. Clear to Kingston via the Eons to departure, then as follows. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency will be 132.25, squawk 1411.
Alright, glad that you make it via the Eon School down at 5,000, 7, 10 minutes out. Departure 1.5, squawk 1441, about 2765.
So is
Frequency
disconnected.
765, big bed is correct. Call for taxi, expect
We'll be
260.
on the right. We'll see you next time.
Roger, from
Have
7,
a great flight.
Miami Ground, Giant 3590 Heavy, ready for taxi, runway 27.
Giant 3590 Heavy, runway 27, taxi via Yankee Tango, hold short 30.
Yankee Tango, hold short 30 for Giant 3590 Heavy.
Giant 3590 Heavy, verify information. Kilo on board.
We do have Kilo for 3590 Heavy.
Roger, thank you.
Alright, let's try to get the hell out of here.
Miami Ground, Beechcraft 648 Charlie Golf, IFR clearance to Nassau with Kilo.
It's weird using all these throttles.
Alright, Beechcraft 648 Charlie Golf, I will have an amendment to your route. Can you take the skips to departure?
Yeah, we can do that, Charlie Golf.
Miami, UPS 955, ready center, taxiway Sierra.
UPS 955, squawk more Charlie. UPS 955, thank you for that. Runway 27, taxi via Sierra 4 Tango, hold short runway 30.
Coming as Sierra 4 Tango, we hold short runway 30, UPS 955.
And Beechcraft C48 Charlie Golf, I will have a new full route for you, advice ready to copy.
Ready to copy, Charlie Golf.
Yeah, Charlie Golf, clear to Nassau via the escapes to departure. Direct Ray J, which is Romeo Alpha Juliet Alpha Yankee. Direct Nassau VOR, which is Zulu Quebec Alpha. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.25, squawk 1367.
Somebody's coming in on 30 right in front of me.
Alright, cleared to Nassau via the skips to departure to Ray J, and then direct to Nassau 4. Expect 5,000, and then 10 minute after, expect 7,000. Departure frequency 132.25, transponder 1367, 8 Charlie Golf.
Giant 3590, runway 3, cross runway 30 at Tango, and continue taxi via Tango, Quebec.
Cross 30 at Tango, Tango Quebec to 27, Giant 3590 Heavy.
Embarrow A Charlie Golf, readbed is correct. Call for taxi, expect 26 right for departure.
direct 26, right 8 Charlie off.
Ground American 2111, sir. Taxi Kilo.
American 2111, thank you for Kilo, runway 26 left, taxi via Mike.
26 left via Mike. American 2111.
Approaching 30.
UPS 955, cross runway 30 Tango, no delay, and continue taxi Tango, Quebec.
Alright, sir, no delay, crossing runway 30.
Must be another traffic coming out on 30.
We continue by Tango, Quebec.
Hey, dude, what's going on? How you doing, Clarence Jockey? How you been?
Frontier 1278, Kilo, spot 25, taxi.
Frontier Fly 1278, runway 27, taxi via Quebec 10.
Quebec Tango for 27, Frontier 1278.
Giant 3590, contact Miami Tower 18.3.
18-3 for Giant 3590. Thanks for your help. Have a good rest of your day.
See ya.
Miami Tower, Giant 3590 Heavy, holding short 30. Correction, 27.
Giant 3590, Miami Tower, good evening. After departure, right turn heading 290, the winds 250 at 11, gust 21, runway 27, clear for takeoff, no delay.
On departure, heading 290, runway 27, clear for takeoff, Giant 3590 Heavy.
FedEx 495, Miami Tower traffic, departing runway 27, Giant 74 prior to your arrival. Okay, FedEx 495.
No delay, I need to get moving.
Approaching 27. On runway 27. Approaching 30.
Positive rate, gear up.
Miami Tower, good evening, sir. UPS 9955, holding short, runway 27, ready for takeoff.
UPS 955, heavy Miami Tower, continue holding short 27, traffic running 30.
Miami Tower, good evening. American 2111 is holding short 26 left, ready for departure.
American 12111, Miami Tower, runway 26 left, line up and wait.
26 left, line up and
Hey,
wait.
Fan, what's going on, buddy?
We continue holding at the point, UPS 9955.
Giant 3590, contact departure, good day.
Order departure for 3590. Have a good day.
See ya.
Miami Tower, DHL 119, we on the ILS, runway 30.
DHL 119, heavy Miami Tower. Miami at Jamaica 737, flight plan is spot now.
533, trade back in about 5 minutes. Jamaica 737, clearance on request. And United 1977, say the last part again. United 1877, roger. Climb and maintain 2000, runway heading. Air Jamaica 737, it's a change to the route. Look like this. Air Jamaica 737 cleared to the Kingston Airport. The radar vectors Beach, Bravo, Echo, Echo, Charlie Hotel, direct.
Where are you going to fly it, Finn?
Filed. Climb and maintain 3000 and expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 4741.
Jamaica 737 will take
28 right.
Runway 28 right there for Jamaica 737, thank you.
Giant 3590, you here?
Yeah, I was just about to check in. 3590 at 5,000, 290 signed.
Okay, yeah, I know it's busy. Giant 3590 heavy, turn right direct to Headley and radar contact. Climb and maintain 16,000.
Right turn direct Headley, climb maintain 16,000, Giant 3590 heavy.
American 88, wind 240 at 10 gust 17 right, 28 right, clear to land. Unit 1997, turn left, heading 150, vector visual approach, runway 27 again. A left to 150.
Left 150.
Delta 1502, you here? Ancillary 53, are you going to be able to get down for the approach, or do you need some turns for descent?
Why are we not turning?
It's unreadable. Okay, ancillary 53, cancel approach clearance, maintain 3,000, turn right, heading 090.
American 2111 through 900 feet for 5,000 to 270.
American 2111, Miami Center, radar contact, proceed direct Headley, climb and maintain 16,000.
Direct Headley 16,000, American 2111.
Oh, because I'm not on intercept course, okay.
Sierra, ready to go.
American 2111, amend your instructions, just fly heading 300 now, maintain 16,000.
300 on the heading 16,000.
Thank you. Silverwing 67, right 28 right, taxi via Tango 4 Bravo.
Tango 4 Bravo, roger.
Ancillary 53, turn right, heading 270. KLM 627, descend and maintain 4,000, maintain 210 knots. So maintain 4,000, maintain 210 knots, KLM 627. American 2111 for now, altitude 230 knots, I'll have faster in a few minutes.
Don't I see 230 now from American 2111? One possible, can you get the altimeter for 4 Lauderdale for exit 167?
Jet 470 Palm Beach, running short turret rate, ready to go.
This thing's acting a fool. Where you flying your Aerostar? Where are you going to fly at? Why are we still turning?
Giant 3590, contact Miami Center 135.17.
3517 for Giant 3590. Have a good day.
Giant 3590, Miami 13517.
3517 for Giant 3590. Have a good day. I don't know why this is doing this.
Can you get the altimeter for Lauderdale for exit 167? Miami Center, November 5 Tango Sierra, is possible flight level 390.
United 225, leaving 370 for 1000.
Blue 290, you with me? Jet Blue 290, Miami Center, you with me? Giant 3590, Miami Center, climb and maintain flight level 300.
I maintain flight level 300, Giant 3590.
Jet Blue 402, where are you located?
God, this thing is going all over the place.
315 Tango Sierra, request flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390.
390, thank you.
Okay, hopefully I got it, got everything straightened out. That was crazy.
JetBlue 290, you with me?
My pattern looks like a snake right now.
JetBlue 290, climb and maintain flight level 250. That will be a cruise. JetBlue 402, radar contact 10 miles south, 20 miles south of the A-bid intersection. Maintain flight level 350.
Radar contact flight level 350.
Apparently we got that straightened out. That was crazy.
Sierra Yankee Kilo 89, contact Miami Center 135.6.
Center, good evening. American 2111 is 15,000 direct.
Oh god, it's still in the heading mode? Really?
Delta 1441, contact Miami Center 135.6. American 2111, Miami Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Okay, flight level 350, American 2111. Contact Miami Center 135.65 for delay and thanks for connected line.
Oh, now you want to kick in?
Requesting for the climb to flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Looks like I'm flying drunk.
Center United 207, passing 96 for 14,000.
9207, Miami Center.
Hey, you'd be proud, Finn. I didn't take an hour to get it started.
Direct eBay 370, United 207.
Yes, that's good afternoon. 3 weeks 727, 160.
Wings 1127, proceed direct Kilman, climb and maintain flight level 360.
That's Kilman, climb and maintain for level 360.
Miami Center, American 314. Can we start our descent?
American 314, yeah, you better go ahead and do that. Descend and maintain 11,000.
Alright, down to 11,000, American 314, thanks.
American 314, turn left heading 090, vectors for descent.
Left 090.
I had a terrible landing Zebo cut, but yeah, it happens in the Zebo because it really slows down really fast.
My fault.
So, you know, if you cut it too early, like last night I did a flare too early. I didn't cut the power, I still had the power, but I flared too early. It's easy to do that in that plane. It really is.
310, 10 miles south of Fort Pierce.
We're not that far out from Atlanta already.
Papa 404 second.
It feels weird using this throttle with all four, throttles on it. It's weird.
Okay, thanks for top of the set. Alright, aircraft Fort Pierce. Let's see. What was your call sign again?
So apparently it's really busy out here today. Apparently there's a lot of planes going from Miami, from Orlando to somewhere in South America. It's crazy, so.
Chris Wings 1926, I have your radar contact again as reported. Welcome. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
370, 1926.
Hey, Wakey Way, how are you today? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Just doing a little 7-4 up the East Coast into Atlanta. We're not. It's not too long of a flight. ETE is already an hour. So we're in the SSG 747-8 freighter.
202.
Oh, it's Sunday now? Oh, okay. It must be in Europe or maybe a little bit further or eastern of Europe. UK? Okay, gotcha. Well, it should be right at, isn't it right at midnight now for y'all? Something like that? Is it 6 or 7 hours from the East Coast? Yeah, I think it's, is it 6? I can't remember. 6? Okay.
5427 contact center 135.
Well, I hope you're having a great Sunday morning, early morning. I've seen some really good streamers in the UK that do some controlling out of Heathrow. All right, Finn. Good luck with your flight, buddy. Hope it's a good one. I downloaded that program. I'm going to try to tinker with it and see if I can figure it out, and then maybe we'll do some joint flights. We just got to make sure we have the correct version of each plane, and I may have to update the Zebo. I don't think I've done it in a while. I'm glad that updater worked well for you. Are you gonna Vatsim? I'm just trying to find a good flight sim. And you have the Navgra. I have to get Navgra. Yeah, I have the FMS manager. So just make sure we have all the correct ERIC data and everything. Wakey Way, you're looking for a good flight sim. So what exactly are you looking for? This is X-Plane 11. Obviously, you know that you have the Microsoft Flight Sim that's out. This one's been out for a few years now. Still a good flight sim, but it's a really, you know, there's a lot of add-ons you can buy for this sim. This is an add-on. The scenery outside actually is an add-on too. So it gets a little expensive when you start buying a lot of sceneries and everything, but I think they're worth it. Plus, I just like this flight sim better than you're trying to find a realistic. If you're going for realistic, so if you're going for jets, like what I'm flying right now, I would say, from my personal experience, I would say X-Plane 11. Again, like I said, the one downside to it is there are a lot of add-ons to buy that help add to the realism and experience of the plane or the sim. So personally, I like X-Plane 11 much better than Microsoft Flight Sim. I think Microsoft Flight Sim is a great eye candy. It looks gorgeous. But there's a lot of technical issues, and I think the flight models just aren't as good as they are in X-Plane 11. I've read stories and articles that even real-world pilots think that X-Plane is better than Microsoft. Not saying Microsoft won't get there, but for right now, I would recommend X-Plane 11. But, you know, there's a list of add-on. I mean, there's so many add-ons that I've bought to enhance X-Plane 11. The cloud, you see the weather out here, that's an add-on. The weather program that I have to get realistic weather, that's another add-on. This plane is an add-on. A lot of these plugins that you can see on my screen up here, a lot of these are add-ons. That's rudder pushback is free. Some of these are free though. Not all of these you have to buy. But you know, there's the problem is, do I need a yoke? You technically don't need a yoke. I mean, if you have a type of joystick, then you can use that. You don't have to have a yoke. It's better if you. I think it's better if you have one. I have the honeycomb yoke and I have the honeycomb Bravo throttle. So I have the Alpha Flight yoke and the Bravo throttle. And my pedals are like Thrustmaster. They're kind of the cheaper ones, but they still do the job. And right now it is really hard to find the honeycomb yoke. It is $250 American dollars. So is the Bravo throttle. Again, if you can find them. You can find them on eBay and maybe third parties, but you're going to pay a lot more than what they are retail. My first, actually I can show you.
Climbing to levels 370, call star 069.
So this was my first everything I used for doing flight simming. This is what they call a HOTUS, hand and throttle system, I believe is what that definition means. This thing is like 15, 16 years old. Typically I use it for fighter games like DCS and World War II fighter games, but this can work for X-Plane too. It's not a problem. So if you can find something like this, that will work.
With you, flight level 340, 28 miles from Big Dog.
And you can find pretty good ones for not terribly expensive. So, but if you really want the realism and everything, getting a yoke is, I mean, the Airbuses don't actually use yokes, they use a side stick. And you can find those too. Thrustmaster has an Airbus side stick, if you can find it also. Tons of stuff you can go, excuse me for burping in the mic there, tons of stuff you can find. So, I personally like flying Boeing aircraft, so I'm usually going to use yokes. So that's just what I like to use. That's just my preference. But flight sim is a lot of fun, and if you just want to get it and jump in a Cessna, like a small propeller plane, and you're not really worried about doing like real world ATC like I'm doing on the Vatsim network, or just Microsoft's not terrible. If you get the basic version, I think the basic version is $60 American. I bought the Premium Deluxe Edition, which comes with a few extra handcrafted airports and more planes, but I don't really use that. I don't really use that sim at all. Excuse me. And not only that, Microsoft Flight Sim, you really have to have a pretty beefy computer to run it, and you actually need a pretty decent computer to run X-Plane too. Microsoft Flight Sim, technically, okay, it depends on which version you buy. If you buy the Premium Deluxe Edition, which is the most expensive package, it does come with the Dreamliner. If you don't, they'll see, I think their packages go $80, I'm sorry, is it 60, 80, or 60, 100, and 120? I think that's what the prices are. If you do not get the most expensive package, you will not get the Dreamliner. And I don't think there is one you can find to download right now. So, and right now, to tell you the truth, I think the model looks amazing, but the flight dynamics don't feel right. So, I bought that package. It is annoying. You're right, it is annoying. But that's how they get you. I mean, technically there's no 787 in X-Plane. You have to buy it through third party, and currently there are two you can buy, and neither one of them are very good. The problem with X-Plane is it comes with a 737, and it comes with a few other planes. But again, the plane I'm flying right now, I had to buy. That was like $40 or $50. I have a 767 and a 757 from a company called Flight Factor. Each of those were like 80. Each of them. They're study level. Like everything works in them. It's like very detailed, but it's very expensive. I bought a 787, two 787s. Neither one of them were as expensive, but they're not as detailed. I've bought so many planes for this sim. That's the downside to X-Plane. There's so many stuff you can buy, and they're not cheap. So, and right now, Microsoft, it just feels like the jets are a little too buggy. So, some of the stuff that you'll see.
Contact Jacksonville Center on 135.92.
3592 for Giant 3590 Heavy. Have a good day.
Jacksonville Center.
Correction, Jacksonville Center, 3590 Heavy. Have a good day.
JetBlue 402, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Center, Giant 3590 Heavy, flight level 300.
3590 Jacksonville Center, around here.
Do you think 16 gig of RAM and a 1070 with a Ryzen 3700? I'm not very familiar with the Ryzen processors. personally, I think you should get 32. I have 32 gigs. You can look up my specs on my page, and that's what I'm running. I'm running a 3070 with 32 gigs and an i9 9900K. And I only get like 35 frames. Now, that sounds like horrible. Like, you only get 35 frames, but everything runs really smooth at those 35 frames. And most flight sims, you're not going to get more than 50 or 60 frames anyway. So, I used to have 16 gig of RAM in here. I upgraded to 32. You can run it probably with that, but you're going to have to turn down a lot of the eye candy, I think. So, that's just one of the, again, you really have to have a kind of a really beefy computer to run some of these flight sims. If you want to have a lot of the, eye candy on.
Okay, 921 Juliet Charlie, you're taking up a lot of radio time. Short and sweet is the key. Fly heading 090, I already gave the instructions where to go.
090, roger, I heard 190, sorry.
090, please. American 256, Whiskey to parking.
So if you check out my page, it'll show you all my specs and the equipment that I'm using. Because at the minute I'm on Microsoft Flight Sim and like the other one before. Oh, you're talking about FSX? You have FSX? I still have that one. I haven't flown in a long time. You can actually buy some pretty good add-ons for that one. And really adds more to that one too. I bought a 757 for that sim, and it was a lot of fun. I can't remember what company it was. You can also buy scenery packs like I have. I have the Orbix scenery for Florida, which I'm currently over right now, and I also have the entire West Coast, Washington down to Southern California. You can buy scenery packs or FSX as well, and you can get them for free. You can find them for free elsewhere. FSX is not a terrible flight sim still, but compared to like X-Plane and Microsoft 2020, it's definitely got a lot of age on it. I mean, that sim came out in what, 2006, 2007, something like that. Yes, this is real ATC. So what we're on what's called a Vatsim, Virtual Air Traffic Simulation Network. So I have to use a client. It's called XPilot. Now you can do this for FSX as well. I think it's called vPilot. I don't know if they're still using it though, because they may have switched over. But here's my plugin. So XPilot, and that's just showing my settings and stuff like that. So there is no multiplayer in X-Plane. So what you do is you log into the Vatsim network, and like right here, here's me in the center, this red dot. You see all these planes below me. These are all real people doing real flights. So we all connect onto the network. Controllers can see you, and then I can actually see these guys. I might be able to see them anyway. I'm flying right over them. Let's see, that's KMCO down there. And yeah, you can see some planes on the ground. So there's one right here. You can see a bunch of planes parked over here. Those are people either waiting to... You can't really see the the terminals. That's why, because I'm so high up. So yeah, you can do real-world ATC, and it's very cool. If you do it, though, I would suggest definitely knowing a fair amount of aviation terminology and how your flight sim works and how your aircraft work. Because if you're going into an approach, and you really need to know how approaches and everything work, how your flight management computer works. So one of the biggest things I had when I went from FSX to X-Plane was learning this, the flight management system, or I'm sorry, flight management computer. So I actually had to learn how to program this thing and put the route in and my departures. And it's, again, it was a complete, in FSX you just type in your destination, or your departure and destination, and it puts it automatically in your GPS. You don't get that in X-Plane. Oh, Jacksonville's closing? No.
I'm leaving my correction tactical center is closing. Radio services terminated. Frequency.
So unfortunately, we're about to lose our ATC for a little bit. Our center is going offline, so not all the time in certain airspaces you're always going to get ATC. So you're going to go over to a what's called
3590 tactical center is closing. Radio services terminated. Frequency change approved.
over to Unicom for 3590. Have a good rest of your day. So now we're on what's called Unicom. So we're just kind of on our own until we get to close to Atlanta, which I think Atlanta Center is still online. Kind of bummed that they were closing. I'm really bummed about that. He has been online for 3 hours though. Yep, Atlanta still has a center controller and an approach. So once we get closer to Atlanta Center, we'll get some ATC. Yes, you can do this on Microsoft. I haven't really figured out how to do it yet. Again, I don't use Microsoft 2020 for IFR flying like we're doing right now, or jet flying. One of the major problems that Microsoft... Okay, so I just showed you my flight management computer right here. I can program my route, how the route I'm supposed to run. The problem with Microsoft 2020 is it has FMCs like this, but they are not on the current navigation. It's not current. It's old, and I don't think there's any way to update it yet, which is frustrating. So if I go to my menu page, where menu page here, where do I do it at? So you look in here, you're going to see where it says nav data. ARAC is or ARAC. Every month, everything gets updated worldwide. So this ARAC is year 21, which is started in March. So that's why it says 2103. So it's current from March 25th, 2021 to April 22nd, 2021. Every month these get updated. Now I have another program that updates them automatic. I just have to download it and they put it automatically in there. Microsoft 2020 does not have that ability right now. So if you're trying to fly specific routes when you're flying what's called IFR, it's really hard to stay on those routes unless you're using a different third-party something or whatever. That's one of my main problems with Microsoft 2020. So if you put in a route and you're not flying that route, and if you're on Vatsim, and there's other places too. I think there's one called POSCON, and I think there's another one called AVOA or AVAOA, something like that, IVO or something. I'm not sure. I think it's more more Europeans use that one than Vatsim that I know of. I could be wrong. But if you program a route and you're not following that route, AT is going to be like, hey, you're deviating off course. Where are you at? So they try to do this very realistic, and it can get pretty crazy when you get into airspaces that are insanely busy. You really need to listen for your call signs. Make sure you don't miss them, because a lot of times they're giving you instructions on, like, they're vectoring into your approach, and you don't want to miss it, because if you miss your approach, then you start backing up everything else. So, and there's several streamers that do centers and stuff, so you can kind of listen in and watch it. There's a guy, I think, called Follow the Greenies, who does Heathrow a lot. I don't think he's online right now. But check into him. He does center. He does an amazing job. I've never flown in his airspace, but I follow his channel. There's another guy called Sheed. That's SHEAD. He does Boston Center. He actually did a 24-hour stream doing center on Vatsim. He was controlling for 24 hours. It's insane. But you can do this, I believe, still on FSX, and you can do it on Microsoft 2020, and obviously you can do it on X-Plane. So, but anyone getting into like these flight sims, like X-Plane, I like it, but it can get expensive. That's the problem with it. Now, to get comfortable, I really took some time to try to learn how procedures worked and how routes worked to get on Vatsim. Now, I don't even think about it. If I jump on Vatsim, I know for the most part what I need to do. There are times they may say something I'm not 100% sure, but it's a lot of fun. It adds a lot more to it. Unfortunately, right now we don't have any ATC because our guy closed. We are about 200 miles from Atlantis. Let me a little closer than that. Maybe about 180. 180. about 190 miles from, so we can get more ATC when we get into Atlanta. So, but again, it's a lot of fun if you get into it and you get all the stuff you need to and download it and get it. And yes, this isn't real time. And another thing is your computer has to maintain at least 20 frames. There are sometimes X-Plane can drag your sim down to less than 20 frames. If that happens, you will actually get kicked off the network, because when you're running lower than 20 frames on X-Plane, you're actually not flying in real time. Your sim is slowing down to compensate for the lack of frames. So say like if you're flying at 300 knots, but your sim won't actually show you flying that actually because your frames are low. So you always want to make sure you have decent frames at, like, 30, 25, 30. But yeah, this is real time. I've always set the time of day to whatever I'm at. So currently it is 6:23 p.m. So that's what I'm flying at, 6:23 p.m. So if it gets dark here, it'll get dark. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And sometimes they do events where they fully staff, certain centers and airports, and you get tons of traffic. I remember one time doing an event going into, I think, Los Angeles, and we had it was like real world. Like, it's so much traffic, so many planes, so many controllers getting changed to a different controller here, and there. It was really intense, but it was a lot of fun. You can check out some of my previous streams. Though I did one last night. It wasn't terrible traffic. I actually had a terrible approach and not a very good landing, but I got it in. I was flying at 737 last night. But typically if I'm doing flight sims, I'm usually going to be on Vatsim. If you ever want to check, typically when I do streams, it's on the weekdays. It's going to be later in the day, kind of like this, maybe a little later. So I know for you, that's kind of, it's midnight, 1 a.m. territory. Weekends I'll typically do a little bit earlier. But it's a lot of, again, I can say it over and over again, it's a lot of fun. It can be very intimidating at first. Very intimidating. But if you really get into it and stuff, it's, it just adds that extra realism of almost being an airline pilot. I probably should put a list on my Twitch, all the add-ons I have for X-Plane, just if anybody was curious. You can Google them though, like X-Plane add-ons or X-Plane store. There are tons of planes and aircraft to buy on there if you want. Some of them are not that great. Some of them are really good. This plane, for its price, is okay. I just felt like flying a 7.4 because I just wanted to put all the throttles on the throttle quadrant for the first time. Because I've not had this for very long. Most of the stuff works. So, I started it from the cold and dark, so I had to get all this set up, which the 7.4 is really easy. It's really easy to get set up. When I do, like, the 7.5s and the 7.3s, there's a little bit more hands-on in those planes. But, so... But yeah, just, look into it. You may want to Google your specs. I don't know how well that processor is in comparison to, like, NVIDIA's, or I'm sorry, Intel's. I'm not the most tech savvy when it comes to comparisons. I've had my PC a little over about 18 months now, roughly, give or take, something like that. And the only things I've upgraded is I put a new graphics card in it, I put more RAM in it, and I actually added a new SSD. So I have an SSD just for flight sims. I have a 1 terabyte that's for X-Plane and Microsoft, because a lot of these take a lot of space, hard drive space, or SSD space, whatever you want to call it. Why are we leaning so much? The plane's starting to act a little weird. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's playing with the trim, and I probably should not have done that. Something's weird. Probably should not have messed with the trim buttons. Something doesn't look right there, because now we're kind of... Whoa, don't do that either. Hey, you can use your mouse to fly this plane too if you want. I would not recommend that though. I'm actually ready to fly over some weather here in a little bit. At least that's what it's showing on my iPad. Can I turn this off? Oh, I forgot to put sharks in. So we're flying direct Lari. Why are we turning so much? Crap. This thing is acting like hell today. I don't really know what's going on with this plane. This thing is acting a mess. I forgot to put sharks in as a waypoint. That's why I'm a little off course. Luckily, I don't have a controller right now. You'd probably be like, "What the hell are you doing?" We're all over the map right now. This is not the best plane that I fly. Personally, I think either the Zebo mod, which is the 737 mod that basically takes the X-plane default 737 and adds a lot more to it, is a really cool plane. And also it's free. It's probably the best plane you can find on X-plane, and it's free. And again, the 7.5 and 7.6s that I have, they're pretty good planes too. I don't usually have these kind of issues with the planes. This one seems to be a little twitchy. But looks like we're back on course now. It looks like we're going to fly over some weather here in a minute. Yeah, there's some spotty showers in front of us. We can see that on our... ooh, there's a lot. We're going to fly right over some right here. And according to my iPad, there's a lot of them in the in this area. Yeah, but wakey wave, if you want to follow and check out some of the other flights that I'll do and everything. Like I said, most of my flights are probably going to be a little later in the evening for you. But feel free to check them out anytime you can. If you got any questions, I have a Discord channel. There's a link to my Discord on my main page. Just click where it says Discord. It's pretty small, but I've got some guys who are really knowledgeable in X-Plane. So they're always willing to help out some, if any questions, if you decide to get X-Plane. Alright, looks like we got the issues with the plane kind of squared away. It's kind of seemed like it's a lot better now. It sounds like it's speeding up, but it's not. I don't know why you hear birds. That's kind of one little glitch that for some reason one other program I use thinks there's birds. Why does it do that sound effect? I have no idea why. It makes no sense why I'm getting birds. What is Atlanta Center? 3295. Actually, not that far from our descent point. Matter of fact, as soon as I check in with Atlanta, I'm going to have to basically tell them, hey, we're at top of descent. Wish I could probably do it now. Two 2983 is the altimeter there.
Atlanta International Airport native information kilo 21520 west 280 and 8 visibility 10 7 south scattered 21 south scattered ceiling 25 south broken temperature 22 2.7.
Where are we at?
Delta 39, contact Memphis Center on 133.69 unit.
Atlanta Center, Giant 3590 Heavy, flight level 300, 10 miles north of the Alma VOR with Kilo in Atlanta.
Delta 3590 Atlanta Center. Radar contact. Someone else is on that code, though. Squawk 2045.
2045 for 3590. 2045.
284. Wind 280 to 8, runway 27 right, clip takeoff, RNM to slow.
Takeoff RNM to slow to the 24.
Blue Streak 5152, Washington Center's offline, radar service terminated, frequency change routine.
Alright, thanks for the service. Over to you. Okay.
Transfer for 11 at 2100.
We're about 92,
411 radar contact, Papa maintain flight level
92 knot headwind.
330, confirming clear for 11. Delta 39 contact, Memphis Center 133.65.
Alright, 3365, Delta 39.
Giant 3590 descend via the Jedi 2 arrival, Atlanta altimeter 2983.
Descend via Jedi 2, 2983 for Giant 3590 Heavy.
Delta 1351 descend to maintain 5,000.
5,000, Delta, control.
Stroke
JetBlue 284 radar contact, sails 50.
Traffic 4000, 10,000.
JetBlue 284, roger, climb and maintain flight level 350.
I'm better than that.
350, JetBlue 24.
Alright, let's get ready.
American 724 descend via runway 27 left transition.
We'll continue to descend via the runway 27 left transition, American 724.
Delta 1351, turn left heading 330, vector to final, descend maintain 3000.
330, 3000, 1351.
JetBlue 284, do not exceed 250 knots, to advise.
Taxi 250 knots from 24.
Go to 2217, holding short move 126.
Delta 2217, Atlanta Center, runway 26 left, taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
Taxi clear, taxi via Foxtrot Echo, Delta 2217.
Delta 1351, turn left heading 300, intercept the 27 left localizer, report to field site.
300 John Localizer and airport site, Delta 1351.
Delta 1351, clear visual approach runway 27 left.
Clear visual approach 27 left, Delta 1351.
Alright, time to start descending here.
JetBlue 284, resume normal speed, thanks.
Zero speed 284.
Endeavor 292, cross Ozzy at and maintain 2,000, 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 283.
Cross Ozzy 12000, 250 knots, next altimeter for 292.
Delta 1351, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind 280 at 8.
Clear to land 27 left, Delta 1351.
American 724 field is 2 to 3 o'clock and 20 miles report site.
We'll give you a call as soon as we see it, American 724.
Ah, that dude's a controller. He's actually really good. I remember him in Indy Center? Yeah, Indy Center. It won't be too much longer. It says ETA 13 minutes. Some decent clouds we gotta go through though. Oh, that's a nice little IMC.
Delta 2217. Wind 280 at 8, RNAV 2, MPAS, runway 26
I'm assuming we're going to get 27 left. Start slowing down here in a little bit. About to cross through transition altitude. And it was 2983. Yes, 2983.
Atlanta Center, American 724 has the field.
American 724, cleared visual approach runway 27 left.
Cleared for the visual approach runway 27 left, 724.
Spirit Wings 868, Jacksonville Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good night.
Over to Unicom for 868, good night.
Delta 1351, cross runway 27 right at Tango, and then join Lima to the ramp. Cross 27 right at Tango.
They're getting hammered with headwinds today. 70, was that 96 knots? It was more of a cross, like head across, so it was coming off of like 10 o'clock. I wish I could land using that view, but I can't tell like how fast I'm going and everything. Altitude and everything. ET 11 minutes. We are distance destination 70 miles. I'm sure we'll start getting vectors here in a little bit. Probably going to be a right turn.
Delta 3897, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240. 240, Delta 3897. Giant 3590, heavy, expect the visual approach from my 27 left.
We'll expect a visual 27 left for a Giant 3590 heavy.
American 724, wind 28018, runway 27 left, clear to land.
27 left, clear to land, 724.
Delta 1351, which ramp?
Ramp 2, next one here.
Okay, roger.
Center Center, Endeavour 3670. It is out of gate Delta 10. We're ready to taxi to 27 right.
Endeavour 3670, Atlanta Center, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike.
Lima, Juliet, Mike to 27 right. Endeavour 3670.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 3475, this is my reference 870.
Southwest 3475, Atlanta Center, roger. Delta 2217, radar contact, climb and maintain level 350, say your altitude leaving.
Maintain 350, passing 7,500, come 2217.
Thank you.
Oh, we got through the clouds.
Delta 3897, Jacksonville Center is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Going to Unicom, have a good night.
You too.
2430 with the descending 318,000 for Charlotte.
American 2438, Atlanta Center, squawk 2006.
2006, American 2438.
American 724, cross runway 27 right at Tango, join Lima to the ramp.
27 right at Tango and join Lima to the ramp. 724, thanks.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 237 with you, flight level 210.
American 2438, radar contact, 30 miles northeast of Charlotte, descend via the Chelsea 4 arrival, landing north, altimeter 2.81.
Well, descend via the Chelsea 4 arrival, expect the north landing American 2468, thanks.
American 2438, expect the visual approach runway 36 right.
Look, expect the visual 36 right for American 2438, thanks.
And the other aircraft checking in was at Southwest 237.
Affirmative.
Roger, thank you. JetBlue 284, Jacksonville Center is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
JetBlue 284, every day.
Endeavor 3670, wind 280 at 8, RNAV to football, runway 27 right, clip takeoff.
27 right, cleared for takeoff, RNAV football. Endeavor 3670.
Rear wing 2411, Jacksonville Center is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, running start for 11.
Yeah.
Hey, good evening, Atlanta Center, American 1842, squawk 2050.
Hey, pilot, what's up, buddy? I'm doing really well, buddy. Just clunkering along in the SSG.
Atlanta Center, runway 36 right, taxi via Golf Charlie, cross runway 5.
36 right via Golf Charlie, we're cross 5 for American 1842.
Giant 3590 heavy, descend to maintain 5,000.
Send to maintain 5,000, Giant 3590 heavy. No, not really. It's not that bad, especially since I updated my graphics card. It's not terrible. I know I did a flight in this thing in Seattle before the graphics card, and a couple of times I was dropping below 20, and quite often. Now, of course, obviously in Seattle I have default, I have, yeah, we're about to land here. We're just sending down to 5,000. We're landing in Atlanta.
JetBlue 955, Atlanta Center, ident.
Hot Atlanta. I like Atlanta. I've been there many times.
Endeavor 3670, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 250, say your altitude leaving.
Leaving 3,900, climbing 250. Endeavor 3670.
JetBlue 930, or correction, JetBlue 955.
I do have Microsoft 2020. I just don't really like it. 7.4 is really awesome, so is the 7.8, but
Roger, ident.
they're just too buggy for me.
And on descent, Delta 688 checking in flight level 240.
Delta 688, Atlanta Center, squawk 206.
Still about 25 miles from the airport.
688.
Giant 3590 heavy, sliding 330, vector to final, descend to maintain 3,000.
330, descend and maintain 3000, 3590 heavy.
Aegis Lima, current at Atlanta, altimeter 2983. JetBlue 955, squawk 2044.
2044, JetBlue 955.
Atlanta Center, good afternoon, Giant 356 Heavy is at the ramp. We're ready to push and start.
Push and start, your discretion, advise ready for taxi.
We'll push it over in discretion on advance rate taxi. You Giant 356 Heavy.
JetBlue 955, radar contact 90 miles.
So you got another giant, and you got him as a giant flight now. Very similar call signs. PMG and Quality Wings are working. We'll see how it goes.
Cargo ramp with information Lima. Ready for push and start.
Oh yeah, I mean the SSG is not that bad.
75, push and start, your discretion. Just use caution. Company's pushing as well. Advise ready for taxi. We'll pull for taxi Giant 6075. Thank you.
And Atlanta Center, American 724, parked at the gate, Tango 9er, on the blocks. Appreciate the ATC. We'll catch you next time. Have a great weekend. We'll see you.
You're welcome, see you. American 2438, instead of maintain 4000.
Down to 4,000, American 2438.
Alright, this will be the first time I tried to fly it.
3590, heavy, the airport's 11 o'clock and about 20 miles, report safe.
We're reporting site 3590. I don't see it.
JetBlue 955 descends via the
Hey, I got it right there.
to arrival to maintain 12,000. The Atlanta altimeter is 2983.
There's a big bird.
Via copy to arrival to 12,000, altimeter 2983 at JetBlue 955.
Delta 688, radar contact over Death Star, descends via the Jedi
Death Star.
and the Atlanta altimeter 2983.
Okay, descend via the Jedi 2, company altimeter. I think we might need a little spin here for descent.
Just do your best, and if I need to turn you when you get a little closer, I'll do it.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Giant 3590 heavy, turn left heading 300, intercept the 27 left localizer.
300, intercept 27 left localizer, Giant 3590 heavy.
Delta 703, contact Memphis Center on 133.65. Good day.
It's hard to see the stupid airport. I can't see it.
Delta 703.
I got it. I think that's it. Damn, sun won't let me see it.
Go ahead. Is the speed restriction
Got it.
up to Zale or for the entire SID?
The 250?
Yeah.
It should just be till that second waypoint. I don't remember. Is it Zale? Zale?
Yeah, Zale.
Yeah, just up to Zale, you can, it's 250, but then after that, it's your discretion.
Thank you. Endeavor 3670.
Airport in sight, Giant 3590 heavy.
Giant 3590 heavy, cleared visual approach from my 27 left.
Clear visual approach 27 left, 3590 heavy.
American 2438, turn right heading 270, vector to final.
Right heading 270, vectors to final, American 2438.
American 1842, are you ready?
American 1842, we're ready.
American 1842, wind 260 at 3, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff, turn right heading 025.
025 after departure, we're clear for takeoff, 36 right, American 1842.
Good evening, Atlanta Center, Delta 2309 is flight level 360.
American 2438, field off your right, 2 to 3 o'clock in about 1-2 miles, instead of maintain 3000.
3000, American 2438.
And who else called?
Delta 2309 is flight level 360.
Roger, ident.
Ident.
2438.
It's hard to see it.
Right heading 330, intercept the localizer. Right dad, 0 onto localizer, American 2438. Delta 2309, radar contact, 5 miles south of Pulaski Viewer. American 2438, the field is now 1 o'clock and 10 miles. Yeah, we see the field, American 2438. American 2438, cleared visual approach, runway 36 right. Clear the visual 36 right, American 2438, thanks. Giant 3590 heavy wind 270 at 11 runway 27 left clear to land.
27 left, clear to land. Giant 3590 heavy.
Southwest 237 radar contact.
Oh, you're right about that. Yeah, that 38. There's really no good A384 X-plane, is there?
Expect visual approach runway 27 left.
Expecting the visual approach 27 left, 688.
Endeavor 292, expect the visual approach runway 26 right.
Possible for 27 right, Endeavor 292.
Unable 27 right, I've got lots of departures, but I can do 27 left.
Yeah, 27 left works for 292.
Endeavor 292, roger, expect 27 left, descend and maintain 900,000.
Descend maintain 900,000.
American 2438, runway 36 right, clear to land, wind 2603.
A little high now.
36 right, clear to land, American 2438. American 1842, radar contact, stay altitude. Session 3.4. American 1842, roger, turn right heading 100, climb and maintain flight level 360, normal speed.
Right 100 up to flight level 360.
Atlanta Center, Giant 356 heavy is ready, taxi.
Giant 356 heavy, runway 27 left, taxi via Romeo.
27 left via Romeo, Giant 3556 heavy.
Atlanta Center, Giant 6075 is also ready for taxi, sir. Giant 6075 heavy, runway 27 left, taxi via Romeo. Romeo 27 left, Giant 6075, thank you.
500.
It's weird using this throttle.
400. Light slope. Light slope. Light slope.
Yeah, well, I don't see the glide slope, so.
300. Light slope. Light slope. Light slope. 200. Light slope. Light slope. Light slope.
We're a little off.
Light slope. 100. Light slope. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
American 1842, turn right, direct icons.
Direct icons, American 1842.
I'll take that landing. That wasn't terrible.
Delta 688, maintain 210 knots or greater for the sequence, instead of maintain 5,000.
210 greater for sequence and we'll be down to 5,000, Delta 680.
Endeavor 292, fly heading 190, vector to final.
190 vector final, 290.
Atlanta Center, Giant 3590, clear of 27 left at Romeo 3.
Giant 3590 heavy, taxi ramp via Romeo.
Ramp via Romeo for 3590 heavy. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
That's a pretty good ATC today. Alright, that's already turned off. We don't need that anymore. Turn our flight directors off. That was fun.
And Atlanta Center, American 2430, we're heading to gate Bravo 6.
I love how there's two more Giant 7.4s getting ready to depart, and I just landed.
To the ramp via... Lost my chart here. Taxi ramp via Mike. Go ramp by Mac, American 2438, thanks. Delta 688, turn left heading 330, vector to final.
Those big ass planes.
Left heading 330, down to 3000, 688. Endeavor 292, flighting 210, descend maintain 6000. 210, down to 6000, 292. Delta 2217, Indy Center is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Unicode Delta 2217. Giant 356 heavy, holding short runway 27 left, ready for departure. Giant 356 heavy, wind 270 at 11, RNF to SLA, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff. RNF to SLA, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, Giant 356 heavy. KNSF, sir, Giant 6075 heavy, rules holding short runway 27 left behind the company traffic. Giant 6075 heavy, roger. Your discretion, runway 27 left, line up away, wind 270 at 11. Line up away, 27 left, all discretion, Giant 6075, thank you. Delta 688 heavy, turn left heading 300, intercept at 27 left, localizing. 300, intercept 27 left, localizer, Delta 688. And report the field site, it'll be 11 o'clock at about 15 miles. Copy that, we'll report field in the orbit, Delta 688.
Oh, I missed that badly.
JetBlue 955, expect visual approach runway 27 left. Expect visual for runway 27 left, JetBlue 955. American 1842, Jacksonville Center is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. 122.9, back to the ATC, we'll see you. Giant 6075 heavy, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, RNF to SLA. RNF SLA, clear for takeoff, runway 27 left, Giant 6075 heavy.
Nice.
That's
a pretty good landing.
We got a fuel in sight. Delta 688 heavy, cleared visual approach, runway 27 left, maintain 180.
107 feet, that's not bad.
Okay, we'll maintain 180 greater until depot and we clear for the visual 27 left, 688. Endeavor 292, turn right heading 250, intercept the 27 left
Oh,
stabilizer to
all right.
4,000.
Down to 4,000, 4,000, right 270, intercept the 27 left localizer 290.
250 to intercept.
Heading 250 to intercept 27 left localizer 290.
Alright, I'm gonna head on out here for a little while.
Giant
Might
356 heavy
do something a little later, but
contact,
probably not. We'll see. If not, maybe do something tomorrow. But I'm gonna head on out, so I will catch you guys later. And y'all have a good one. We'll see you later.